What's up guys, Cadence here. This past weekend I sold model trains at the Kentucky State Railway Museum train show in New Haven, Kentucky. And today we're going to look at a few things that I actually ended up buying at the train show. Even though I was there to sell, I made some deals on some items I just couldn't pass up. And so here are some items you're going to see on my shelves in my model train store locations very soon. So let's take a look at what I bought. So I actually picked up a number of items at this train show, including an engine that I've wanted to have in the store for a really long time. We're going to get to that at the end though. We're going to save the best for last. We will start with some HO scale items here. Here are some Tichy Train Group, or Tichy Train. I don't know if you guys know the proper way to pronounce that, but we're actually going to look in here. These are some brand new HO kits. I believe some of them are metal and some of them are plastic. But as you can see, that's like a reefer kit right there. And this is a brand I'm not super familiar with, but I've heard great things. And I was able to get these for a major bargain. So that is going to be our first little batch right there. I believe all three of these are just sort of similar things. Looks like that is a wood-sided reefer, flatbed in there, and another one of those wood-sided reefers. So start off there with those kits. Here's some more HO kits, this time being the kind of a little bit older Walthers variety. Still some really neat stuff though. We got a nice Pacific Fruit Express reefer. Don't usually see the gray variation of that one, so that is pretty cool. Again, these are brand new old stock, which I love to get, considering I buy everything that I sell, secondhand. It's not super common that I can get brand new stuff, so I do definitely like getting that. Here's another pretty cool billboard reefer there as well. Once again, Walthers new old stock. Now we're going to get into some O-scale items. Here is a Weaver Burlington Northern covered hopper. Looks really cool. I've never really dealt with much Weaver stuff before, but I'm certainly very happy to have these. There's a BNSF one as well. We've gotten a lot of those in HO recently, but not in O-scale, so glad to have that. Here's a really nice full-scale Burlington Route boxcar by Lionel. A lot of this stuff has very low run time, so very happy to have it. Here is another Weaver covered hopper. This is actually a kit, and inside you'll see it's one of those huge Santa Fe reefers. Not reefers, covered hoppers. I think this one's actually missing the wheels, but I'm sure somebody can figure that out. Here's another cool boxcar, another Burlington Route boxcar to be specific. This is a Lionel 027 High Cube. Again, pretty much brand new. If it's not brand new, it's really close, and very low runtime on that as well. This is probably my favorite O-scale car, and one that I considered keeping for myself. Really cool Cargill covered hopper by Lionel here. I think this is definitely a full-scale car. Really nice color scheme on there. That would weather really nicely as well, in my opinion. And yet another covered hopper. This one being another full-scale car, Soo Line covered hopper. Still see these rolling around on the rails some places, and I'm certainly glad to have that in my store. This is probably another favorite of mine from this little haul. Really nice Pennsylvania merchandise boxcar. This has always been my favorite Pennsylvania boxcar scheme. Really love that gray stripe on there, and this is a really great example of that model. Now, you guys know that I love billboard cars, and I could not pass up this Budweiser billboard car from the MPC era. Definitely a really standout reefer from the MPC era and stuff like that that's got a wide interest, especially in Nashville. I mean, a Budweiser car will probably do pretty well. Here's another 027 car, nice Reading Lines box car. Alright, we're down to our last few items here, but don't click off the video yet because the best item is definitely going to be coming up here in a minute, and we will get to that momentarily. But up first, we have one more of those Walthers new in-box reefers. Really nice Great Northern billboard reefer, actually. I don't always get Great Northern stuff. So that's a nice little, out of the ordinary piece. And then we've got a few more of those Tichy Train Group kits. They're not super interesting to open on camera just because they're unpainted. But we have 7 of those now, new in box. And then there's a nice Lionel structure that I've never had before. This is an Amtrak passenger shelter. Very similar to a lot of the ones kind of in the Midwest, Michigan, sort of the areas around here that Amtrak is present in. I think it's a really nice little model. So I'm very happy to have that in the store. Also, Amtrak stuff in general is pretty cool to have. But now we will get to the grand finale of this collection. Alright, so if you can tell by this box, we have an O-scale engine here. And if you guys were I Love Toy Trains kids like I was, you definitely will remember this engine. In fact, there was a whole song and kind of bit in one of the videos of I Love Toy Trains dedicated to this engine, and I'm pretty happy to have a really nice MTH example of this locomotive. It is unfortunately a Protosound 1 engine, but it's in fantastic condition, and it is a very, very nice New York Central Commodore Vanderbilt. I'm going to pull this out here and get a better look. You guys remember that one episode, I think Ghost of the Rails is what that episode was called, or that song was called rather. But this is just a stunning steam locomotive. I know Rail King isn't full scale, but I mean, stuff like this just looks great. This has got some awesome weight to it. Even though it's Protosound 1, we'll still have some solid sound as well. Great looking engine, and one that I've never had, so I'm really, really stoked about that. If you guys like what you see in this video, it will be available at my model train store. Thank you guys so much for watching. All the information to my train store locations is in the description of this video. I'm also taking the train store on tour, and my website is in the bio of this video as well. All my tour dates are on there, and in the meantime, guys, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.